Hello friends, welcome back to the online classes. Today I am taking the new lesson 3, The Midnight Visitor by Robert Arthur. And in this chapter we will see how Ausable, a secret agent, is expecting to get a very important report. Another secret agent, Max, threatens him with a pistol, demanding the report. This story tells how Ausable outwits or deceives Max by making up convincing stories. So, as we go through the chapter, I will explain to you paragraph wise and you will understand it very well. Please listen the story very carefully. Ausable did not fit any description of a secret agent Fowler had ever read. Following him down the musty corridor of the gloomy French hotel where Ausable had a room, Fowler felt let down. It was a small room on the 6th and top floor, and scarcely a setting for a romantic adventure. Ausable was, for one thing, fat, very fat, and then there was his accent. Though he spoke French and German passably, he had never altogether lost the American accent he had brought to Paris from Boston 20 years ago. "You are disappointed," Ausable said wheezily over his shoulder. "You were told that I was a secret agent, a spy, dealing in espionage and danger. You wished to meet me because you are a writer, young and romantic. You envisioned mysterious figures in the night, the crack of pistols, drugs in the wine." So, the Fowler was a writer, and he was with Ausable just to find out how he dealt with dangers and dangerous, since Ausable was a secret agent. So he just came to study him, about his personality, about his take-ups, how he used to deal with the dangerous things and all everything, and how he used to show his bravery. But till now he hadn't seen anything, any such kind of things which he had heard about the secret agents. So they just came to his hotel room, which was on the top floor, the 6th floor, the top floor, and it was just kind of a romantic settings were there in that room. Ausable as a person was very fat, and he had the accent, the tone of his language, or the way he speak was about a little touch of French and German, but he had the accent of American also, because he was there and he just came from there to from Paris to Boston around 20 years ago. So Ausable tells to Fowler that I hope that you are disappointed, no, because you are with me and till now you haven't got that touch of a secret agent from me or within me. You always thought of that a secret agent is a person who deals a lot of dangers and his life also is in danger. Then you might have also thought that he may be carrying a pistol with him and keeping some drugs with him so that he can deceive the enemy and all, no? So till now you haven't figured out much about this within me. Instead, you have spent a dull evening in a French music hall with a sloppy fat man who, instead of having messages slipped into his hand by dark-eyed beauties, gets only a prosaic telephone call making an appointment in his room. You have been bored. The fat man chuckled to himself as he unlocked the door of his room and stood aside to let his frustrated guest enter. "You are disillusioned," Ausable told him. But take cheer, my young friend. Presently you will see a paper, a quite important paper, for which several men and women have risked their lives. Come to me. Some day soon that paper may well affect the history. In that thought is drama. Is there not? So he just came to his room and opened the door, and he just told to Fowler that you may be thinking, no, what a waste, no, you had in this evening, a very dull evening you had in the French music hall, that also with such kind of a fat man like me. So Ausable was just telling him about his things and all, no, how Fowler was feeling odd and very bored with this fat man Ausable. And he said that you may be thinking that you thought that even in that French music hall, somebody will come, some beauties will come with a lot of makeup and everything, and they will give me some kind of a messages in small chits or small paper and all. But nothing happened. You just saw me making a telephone call, and got an appointment, that also in my hotel room. So you are a lot of ambitious about things regarding the secret agent. So he just opened the door and set aside so that his friend, that is Fowler, may get inside the room. And he said, but my dear friend Ausable, just making him encouraging him, telling him, my dear friend, don't worry, today you will see something very special. The appointment what I had made is a kind of a very, very secret thing, because I am going to get a very important paper today, and for which many men and women have risked their life. They have put their own life in danger to get that secret paper, because one day that secret paper will make a history. So you can see some kind of a drama, or you can have kind of a story for you to write. So don't worry, have patience, something will happen in this room tonight. So Ausable just encouraged Fowler not to be disheartened, but have patience and you will get the result of it. As he spoke, Ausable closed the door behind him. Then he switched on the light. And as the light came on, Fowler had his first authentic thrill of the day. For halfway across the room, a small automatic pistol in his hand, stood a man. Ausable blinked a few times. Max? He wheezed. You gave me quite a start. I thought you were in Berlin. What are you doing here in my room? So they just got the room. Ausable closed the door and then switched on the light. The moment light came on, Fowler had his first thrill. That is, from the day he was with Ausable, he did not had any kind of a excitement or know about Ausable's bravery or cleverness, something like that. So this was the time that made him very much excited the moment the light went on, because half of the room, that means away from the door, next to the wall, there was a man standing with a automatic pistol in his hand, pointing towards them. Ausable also was little startled. He also was a little bit shocked to see this man. For a few minutes, he was just trying to recognize him. Out of that light, he was just trying to recognize him. And then he said, Max, how come you are here? Because I was thinking that, Ausable was thinking that he was in Berlin. And how come he came into his room? So this is enough for today. Tomorrow we will have the next part. Some word meanings I have given. Please go through the word meanings. Go through the chapter properly, carefully. Read it, understand it, and write the word meaning in your copy. Stay home, stay safe. Have a nice day. Thank you.